What if I told you the secret to incredible energy, sharp focus, and even a longer lifespan isn't found in a pill or a trendy superfood, but within a bustling, microscopic universe inside you? We're talking about your gut and the trillions of bacteria living there. This isn't just about digestion, it's about a silent war being waged for your very vitality, impacting everything from your 3 p.m. mental clarity to how fast your muscles recover. Prepare to be amazed. Most of the cells in your body aren't even human. They're bacteria. And many of them directly influence how fast you age. Not just how long you live, but how well you live. For too long, bacteria have been viewed primarily through the lens of infection, or at best, a casual probiotic. But modern science is unveiling a profound truth. Certain gut bacteria are direct allies in your quest for youth and vitality. These microbial powerhouses can significantly boost mitochondrial energy production, the very engines of your cells, reduce systemic inflammation, and even influence the integrity of your telomeres, those protective caps on your DNA that shorten with age. When these microscopic partners thrive, you don't just age slower. You think faster, feel more vibrant, and live with a renewed sense of vigor. Anti-aging isn't merely about supplements or skincare. It's about cultivating a sophisticated internal ecosystem, a biological pharmacy that produces the very molecules your body needs to maintain its youthful essence. The stakes are incredibly high. Poor gut health is intricately linked to a spectrum of debilitating conditions, from chronic fatigue and insomnia to rapid cognitive decline and metabolic diseases. However, here's the empowering news. You possess the ability to reshape your internal biology, starting today. With science-backed tools centered on diet, behavior, and timing, you can foster these powerful anti-aging bacteria. In this deep dive, inspired by leading neuroscience and microbiome research, we will explore the intricate science of how these beneficial microbes impact everything from mitochondrial energy and mental acuity to emotional regulation, inflammation reduction, immune enhancement, muscle protection, sleep quality, and yes, even your longevity. We'll also unpack simple daily strategies to nourish these crucial bacteria, what to eat, when to eat, and what to avoid. If you've ever felt your energy wane, your recovery slow, or your mood falter, this guide will equip you with the tools to reclaim control. How gut bacteria drive your energy and longevity. Let's begin by understanding precisely how these microbial allies empower you to stay sharp, strong, and internally youthful. Most people attribute energy levels solely to sleep or caffeine, but biologically, your energy originates from a singular source, your mitochondria. These tiny organelles within your cells function as biological engines, converting nutrients and oxygen into usable energy in the form of ATP. What if I told you that some of the most profound influences on your mitochondria aren't within your cells, but in your gut? Research overwhelmingly demonstrates that specific gut bacteria can directly enhance mitochondrial performance. A landmark 2019 paper in Nature Microbiology highlighted that bacterial metabolites, particularly short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, like butyrate, propionate, and acetate, play a critical role in supporting mitochondrial biogenesis and energy production. These molecules are the direct result of microbial fermentation of dietary fiber and polyphenols. In essence, the more of the right bacteria you have, and the better nourished they are by the right foods, the more energy your body generates at a cellular level. A striking example is Akkermansia mucinifila, a mucin-degrading bacterium residing in your gut lining, strongly linked to improved metabolic efficiency, better fat oxidation, and reduced insulin resistance. Individuals with higher levels of this bacterium frequently report enhanced mental focus and greater physical endurance. This isn't magic. It's superior mitochondrial function driven by what's happening in your gut. Let's make this even clearer with a practical analogy. Imagine your mitochondria as small engines in every cell, and butyrate as premium fuel. Without sufficient butyrate, your engines sputter, running inefficiently. With abundant butyrate-producing bacteria, your entire system runs smoothly. Crucially, you don't get butyrate directly from food. Your bacteria create it. Strains like Faecalibacterium, Prausnitzi, and Roseburia are champion butyrate producers, but they require prebiotic fibers from foods like onions, garlic, leeks, bananas, oats, and Jerusalem artichokes. Here's an immediate behavioral tool you can implement, a simple protocol to amplify your bacteria's energy production. At lunch or dinner, incorporate at least one rich source of prebiotic fiber, such as leeks or asparagus, paired with a polyphenol-rich food like blueberries, green tea, or extra virgin olive oil. Consistently do this for 2 to 3 weeks. Add a small serving of fermented food like kimchi or sauerkraut to boost microbial diversity. Over time, you will build an internal ecosystem that fuels your body from within. This isn't a quick fix, but a powerful shift in how your body operates. Why is this critical for longevity? Aging is, in part, a process of cellular energy decline. As mitochondria falter, everything slows down. Cognition, muscle recovery, immune response, even skin regeneration. By supporting gut bacteria that enhance mitochondrial function, you are targeting one of the most fundamental drivers of aging. Studies in germ-free mice, those lacking gut bacteria, show severely impaired mitochondrial development, demonstrating that gut microbes are not just supportive, but potentially essential for energy production. If you've been feeling fatigued, unfocused, or sluggish lately, your mitochondria might not be broken. They might just be under-supported. The answer isn't in stimulants, but in symbiosis, nourishing the microbes that nourish you. The microbiome inflammation longevity connection. Inflammation is at the root of most age-related diseases. Heart disease, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, and even some cancers. But what's less known is that inflammation isn't just random. You can control it, starting in your gut. The astonishing truth is that 70% of your immune system resides in your gut, intricately woven into your gut lining, constantly interacting with the trillions of bacteria living there. Your gut bacteria don't just digest food, they train your immune system on when to fight and when to relax. When your gut microbiome is balanced and diverse, it sends calming signals to the immune system, keeping inflammation in check. But when harmful bacteria overgrow, due to poor diet, stress, or disrupted sleep, they produce endotoxins like lipopolysaccharide, LPS, which can leak into the bloodstream and trigger low-grade systemic inflammation, often termed inflammaging. Research from the Buck Institute for Research on Aging highlights inflammaging as one of the key biological hallmarks of aging, eroding tissues, disrupting cellular repair, and accelerating telomere shortening. The good news is, you can significantly reduce inflammaging by shifting your internal ecosystem. A 2018 study in Frontiers in Immunology demonstrated that individuals with higher levels of Bifidobacterium and Lactobacillus had lower concentrations of pro-inflammatory cytokines like IL-6 and TNF-alpha. Simply put, more good bacteria mean less inflammatory noise in your body. Imagine your immune system as a fire department. When your gut is healthy, calm dispatchers only call the trucks when necessary. But when your gut is imbalanced, the phone rings constantly, sirens blare, and engines roar even when there's no real emergency. Over time, this chaos devastates the body. How to restore this balance? A simple anti-inflammatory tool. Eliminate or drastically reduce processed seed oils, soy, corn, sunflower oil, which feed inflammatory bacteria and damage the gut lining. Replace them with extra virgin olive oil, which contains oleocanthal, a compound with anti-inflammatory effects similar to ibuprofen. Increase your intake of diverse plant-based fibers, aiming for 20 to 30 different plant foods per week, including herbs, nuts, legumes, vegetables, and fruits. Diversity in food feeds. Diversity in microbes and microbial diversity protects you. Fermented foods like kefir, kimchi, and miso have also been shown to reduce inflammatory markers. A 2021 study from Stanford University found that individuals who added fermented foods to their diet for 10 weeks experienced a reduction in inflammation and an increase in microbial diversity. Inflammation doesn't just affect the body, it impacts the mind. High inflammatory markers are linked to brain fog, poor mood, and even depression. When you calm inflammation in your gut, you also create clarity for your brain. That's why many people report improved mood, focus, and resilience after making gut-healthy changes. This isn't a placebo effect. It's the biology of calm. The gut-brain axis, your microbiome and mental clarity. Imagine your gut influencing your emotions faster than conscious thought. This isn't science fiction. It's the science of the gut-brain axis, a bidirectional communication pathway between your gut and your brain, with the vagus nerve serving as a powerful bridge. The vagus nerve is the longest cranial nerve, running from your brainstem through your heart, lungs, and down to your digestive tract. Approximately 80% of vagal nerve fibers transmit signals from the gut to the brain, meaning what happens in your microbiome profoundly shapes your brain's emotional state. But when your gut is inflamed or imbalanced, it sends distress signals to the brain, leading to anxiety, brain fog, and depressive symptoms. This is known in the scientific literature as the microbiome gut-brain axis, and it is a major focus of psychiatric and neurological research. Picture your brain as a high-performance car, and your gut as the fuel filter. If the filter is clean, the engine runs smoothly. If the filter is clogged with inflammatory particles, bacterial toxins, or poor fuel, your brain will underperform, struggling with focus, prone to emotional reactivity, and finding it hard to sustain motivation. Here's a 7-day protocol to reset your gut-brain connection. Eliminate processed sugars and refined starches, which feed inflammatory bacteria. Incorporate a daily serving of fermented foods, kefir, sauerkraut, live culture yogurt. Consume 1 serving of prebiotic fiber daily, lentils, oats, green bananas, and practice slow diaphragmatic breathing after meals. Inhale 4 seconds, exhale 6 seconds, 5 cycles. This combination nourishes the right bacteria and stimulates the vagus nerve, helping mood-supportive signals reach your brain more effectively. Meal timing for optimal gut repair. It's not just what you eat, but when you eat that profoundly impacts your microbiome, energy, metabolism, and longevity. Your gut bacteria operate on a circadian rhythm, focusing on repair, detoxification, and nutrient synthesis at night, and aiding digestion and energy extraction during the day. Eating late or constantly snacking disrupts this microbial rhythm, forcing your gut to work continuously without time for cleanup. Research from Dr. Sachin Panda's lab, published in Cell Metabolism, shows that limiting your eating window to 10 to 12 hours significantly improves microbial composition, reduces inflammation, and enhances mitochondrial function. During the fasting window, cleanup bacteria activate, repairing the gut lining and triggering autophagy, a cellular recycling process that promotes longevity. A microbial rhythm. Eating protocol. Finish your last meal at least 2 to 3 hours before sleep. Aim for a 10-hour eating window or less, e.g., 8 a.m., 6 p.m., and maintain consistency. During your fasting window, only consume water, black coffee, or unsweetened herbal tea. Even a 12-hour fasting window makes a significant difference. Longevity-boosting bacteria. You can cultivate today. Akkermansia muciniphila is one of the most powerful longevity-associated bacteria residing in your gut lining. A 2017 study in Nature Medicine showed that individuals with higher Akkermansia levels exhibited better insulin sensitivity and metabolic markers. After age 50, levels of this bacterium often decline, especially in those with low fiber intake or high processed food consumption. Foods rich in elagitanines, pomegranates, cranberries, chlorogenic acid, coffee, apples, diverse fibers, leeks, asparagus, oats, and omega-3s, flax seeds, fatty fish, support Akkermansia growth. A microbial boosting smoothie recipe. 1/2 cup kefir or live culture coconut yogurt, 1 tablespoon ground flax seeds, a handful of spinach or kale, 1/2 a banana, or 1/4 cup oats, blend with ice and water. This smoothie provides polyphenols, fiber, probiotics, and omega-3s, all nurturing beneficial bacteria. Your anti-aging protocol starts now. Your gut bacteria are one of the most critical levers you have to age slower, live more vigorously, and energize every cell. The microbiome orchestrates inflammation, nutrient absorption, immune balance, and mitochondrial energy, all central to longevity. Microbial diversity is key. Fermented foods and fiber nourish the good bacteria. Meal timing influences your gut's circadian rhythm, and you can cultivate longevity-boosting bacteria with foods like pomegranates, green tea, flax seeds, and oats. Ask yourself, are you feeding a system that promotes degradation or regeneration? Your gut is either accelerating aging or protecting you. You can shift this today with simple tools. Add a fermented food or prebiotic fiber to your lunch. Stop eating 2 hours before bed. Try a microbial boosting smoothie a few times a week. Eat slowly and mindfully to activate your vagus nerve. Every meal is a message, and your microbes are listening. This is your ultimate anti-aging blueprint, built from within. If you're ready to transform your energy, mental clarity, and extend your health span, hit that subscribe button. Join our community for more science-backed insights that empower you to optimize your health.